Hi, welcome to Integrative Preparedness. I am Steve Smith. I hope you all are having as relaxing a summertime as I am. I know that I'm sure some of you are not, but I like to take this time to kind of relax and sit back and review what needs to be done, maybe what needs to be tuned up a little bit. One of the commenters in I think the last video that I made, who identifies herself as the Mrs. and the Mrs. Thank you for all of your thoughtful comments and the ones you have interjected yourself in. She made a statement in there that I talk about a lot. I don't think that I've really talked about it on these videos very much, but that is living in the rhythm of life. And I think that that's very important. We have a tendency in this modern world to try to kind of beat life into submission. Always when there's a problem, we have to rise up and we have to beat it down. We have to conquer it. We've been told that an aggressive personality is the way to go. Failure is not an option. You can do it. Go, go, go. That kind of thing. That, I understand the attraction of that thought because I used to be like that myself. But I've come to think a little bit differently, and the way that I think now is more try to relax and live according to the rhythms of life, the seasons and the days and the nights and the weather and all that. There are some days that are so hot. There are certain things you probably don't want to do. There are other days that are so cold. There are certain things you just don't want to do. And then there are those perfect days in between that is good for everything. Now, sometimes, of course, you have to do those things, whether it's hot or cold, or you feel like it or not, or you've had enough sleep or not, or whatever. But to the extent that we can kind of get in tune with the rhythms around us, it's a healthier lifestyle, not just physically but mentally. Or maybe I should turn that around and say, everybody realizes that it's healthier mentally, but it's also really healthier physically, and you can do the research on that and find out for yourself. I probably need to do a whole video on that one of these days, and maybe I will. The Bible says for everything there is a season, and we need to kind of become accustomed to those ups and downs and hills and valleys, and so that we're not stressing ourselves out at the wrong thing. So anyway, today I wanted to talk about the summertime's kind of when I just kind of sit back, and I went out this morning and picked a bunch of tomatoes, and now I just said tomatoes, which will shock my guru there, because usually I say tomatoes. That's the old I say tomato, you say tomato. Well, I don't say either one. I say tomato and tomata or potato. And some people have asked me also in my videos, is it Missouri or Missouri? And that depends on what you're saying and what part of Missouri or Missouri you're from. And as I usually say Missouri, just because of my kind of drawl. But I've noticed going back and looking at some of these videos that I have said it both ways, Missouri and Missouri, both ways in the same sentence. So who knows, Anyway, today we're going to I want to say a couple of things about when to buy big and waiting for the targets of opportunity. I'm always on the lookout, and I suggest you be on the lookout too. Although we do our daily preps, so we do those things, and I always suggest that you do something every day. Be on the lookout for those deals that are so good you can jump on them if you're ready, if you have the money in your pocket, and that are going to be not expenses but investments. And in this way, again, it's kind of the dual action of improving your life now while preparing for a potential catastrophe, or improving your life in the future. So I'm going to show you a couple of things that just when I'm wandering through life and wandering around the stores, and where did I put that other thing? Oh, okay, I had to leave for just a second because I left one of the things that I was going to show you back in the house. So anyway, in my travels, I'm always looking around for something that's just too good to miss. And I want to show you a few of those things that when you hit on it, you need to jump all over them. Some years ago, I don't even remember, well, several years ago, I was wandering through Hy-Vee, and I always check those baskets. If you're, and here in the Midwest, we have Hy-Vee grocery store chains. I think they're based out of Iowa, and I'm sure you have something like this wherever you live. And every now and then, they're going to clear out a bunch of stuff, and they'll put it in baskets up at the front of the store. So I was walking through there one night, and I saw that they had these Therapeutic M vitamins, which is the same as Theragram, which are pretty much the same as Centrum and all that, and they were on sale for $1. Now usually they're $7-8, so for $1. Okay. Now they had. So how many do you think I bought? Right. Well, I bought all of them, right? And okay, I bought all of them, and I guess all of them meant probably 30, maybe a few more. Now there's 130 tablets in here, and 100 times 30. How many is that? A lot. How long does that last us? A lot. We're still taking them. Okay. In a grid down situation, vitamins are essential because the foods you're going to be eating are somewhat different. You may not. Well, we might be eating better actually because of the junk that we eat, but you're going to need the vitamins and minerals, and this is a great investment in your preps. And even though the grid hasn't gone down in the last few years since I bought these things, still we're taking vitamins that I paid $1 for instead of $8 for. Okay. The guru and his mother, my wife, were wandering through a Hy-Vee store. So apparently Hy-Vee has a lot of this stuff, and they came upon the Hy-Vee acetaminophen brand, which is Tylenol is the brand name, but it's acetaminophen. And these were, let's see, 550 caplets, and which is, I don't think we ever bought one this big, ever. We don't get hurt that much. Well, we get hurt sometimes, but we don't get that many headaches and things. And for 550 caplets, these were $1 a piece. Now guess how many they bought, right? And these are like $15 or something. I don't know. Well, they bought 20. So 20 times 550, that's a lot, okay? And we're never going to need that much, in the near future. But in case, other people come along and they need it, we've got it. And there are a few things here that, and I'll make a separate video on this. And I'm big on preparing for things through the first year because I'm always thinking about the big one, right? If you make it through the first year, there are going to be plenty of things left out in the world that you can, scavenge, and that's not looting. That's scavenging if that no longer belongs to anyone. And thank you. I'm learning his hand signals. I hope my voice wasn't too muffled in the last couple of minutes since my car blew over on that. Well, anyway, there's going to be plenty of things out there that you're going to be able to go get. And if you've read The Reversion, my first book, you see kind of how I go about it, how we talk about this. There's going to be a lot of stuff. Anything that you can't eat, there's going to be plenty out there. So you don't have to stock, 10 years worth of shampoo and razor blades and hair ties and buckets and things like that, but you do want enough to get you through so that for about a year you don't have to go out there and expose yourself to any dangers to get more. So anyway, that's $1 a piece for these, and we have more than we'll ever need. But again, I've always said you need to take a look at preparing for other people. So if somebody else needs some of this, or a whole bunch of other people come along and they're hurting, well, we're able to take care of them. Okay, again, Hy-Vee. I hope you all have a store near you that's kind of like this. I was walking through one day, and they had these gallon of Dial antibacterial soaps. Okay, I told him maybe one of these days I'd learn to hold these well enough to make a soap commercial. These were $5 a piece for a gallon, and they're usually quite a bit more. Oh good, we got a yellow jacket flying around here. That's all right. He don't eat much. So I don't know. These are quite a bit otherwise, but they were five gallons, and $5 for a gallon. I'm sorry, and this lasts a long time. And I bought a bunch, And about 5 years ago I bought them, and you can't tell that I've even touched the stash. Being clean and keeping a clean environment and a grid down situation is vital. So you want plenty, and we haven't talked about this too much, but I'm big on cleaning supplies and OTC or over-the-counter medications, just in case, right? I was going through Academy Sports, one of my favorite stores, along with Menards, if you're lucky enough to have a Menards in your area. Going through there in the spring, I think last year or a couple of years ago, I don't remember, and they had the waffle base layer. This is the middleweight. They have lightweight and they have heavyweight, and this is their brand, and they had these on sale. And this is a youth package. Now this is a youth set of a top and a bottom of waffle base layer. Now usually these are, I think, $10 or $15 a piece. Well, I've got kids, and my kids grow, and if they're anything like yours, they grow more every year, it seems. And so did I get a pair for each of them to wear that year? Yeah. And then I got a pair that would fit them next year and next year and next year and next year and next year. And how was I able to do that? These were 98 cents. 98 cents when they're usually 10 or 15 bucks. Now I think I bought all of them. But I bought enough so that my youngins will be able to have a pair that fits them, or a set that fits them every year. And then we'll have plenty to give to other people if they need them, and probably my grandkids will be able to pop open a brand new package of this when they come along, and that's a ways off because my oldest is 12. At least I hope it's a ways off. So 98 cents for those things, and so this is just a few things that I suggest. Be ready. You know, a target of opportunity means that you're waiting for something to to come along that's just right, and you got your finger on the trigger. And I know all those people out there are going, don't have your finger on the trigger until you're ready to shoot. Well, be ready to shoot. Okay, so when you're out there and you're waiting for a target of opportunity, be ready to get that finger on the trigger and take that shot and pick these things up. You will save yourself money now. You'll save yourself money for years to come, and you'll be ready if everything goes to pot, right? So a last note on a few of you guys who know, my latest book, The Renewal, just came out. I just got my shipment in last week. Of course, everybody else, you can order them off Amazon. They're available now on Amazon, either Kindle or paperback. And for you guys who know that a book's coming your way, matter of fact, I just got them in the mail today. Today's Saturday, so hopefully you'll be getting those pretty soon. And I'm going to go back and get back into the rhythm of this nice, relaxing, sunny day, and tell you that I hope you all have a good day. And remember that we prepare well today in order to live well tomorrow. Thanks a lot. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.